All right, Matt. Thank you.
All
All right.
That was fun, though. That was
Can I bring up my topic real quick?
No, we have to do the shot first.
Oh,
Shots.
fuck. That's right. I always have to hand these out. Joe, take one, please. Thank you, Joe. And thank you
Joseph.
for coming back for Joseph for
Joseph.
like the third week in a row.
It's the fourth week in a row,
Fourth
but only
week
the
in a
second
whatever.
podcast
Shush.
we've recorded. We didn't record a podcast the first week he was here.
8 countries, 1 city.
last
Yeah, we did.
Not the first time he was here.
Nope.
Yes, we
It
did.
was the second time.
Nope.
Joe is confirming right now.
Joe, don't confirm with the alien.
Joe Rogan.
No, I'm a robot now.
Oh, yeah.
He's a
That's
robot
right.
alien.
Cheerios,
robot.
boys.
Cheers.
Pip, pip.
It is a pineapple upside down cake.
What
Shot.
goes in a pineapple upside down cake?
Vodka.
And upside down pineapples. Duh.
Let me text Jen and
Obviously.
we'll figure
And
it
some
out.
cake.
I do not remember.
Malibu.
Well,
Jen.
that was
And some
Malibu
cake.
and
Oh, yeah.
pineapple juice
Yep.
and a splash of grenadine.
No, yeah. Well,
That was
vanilla
good.
vodka.
It's layered very
It
well.
was good. I had so much
Pineapple
Malibu.
juice and
on
grenadine
Saturday.
is usually what
Malibu's
we
good,
use.
though.
I was
That
drinking
was pretty
Malibu
good.
Sprite,
That was
and it
pretty
was
good.
phenomenal.
I've ruined
But I
Malibu
woke up,
for
and the
myself.
whole way home, I could taste it.
Yeah, Sarah usually drinks Malibu and ginger ale because ginger ale takes the bite out of any alcohol you mix it with.
Also,
so.
best drink out there, 2-liter wise, until cranberry Sprite comes out, is cranberry ginger ale.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. but
Canada Dry.
I don't know.
It
I
is
don't know. I'm on the
phenom-
fence.
It's
On the
got
fence.
it's got a little twang to it.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. I've had it mixed with alcohol before, and that was all right. But never on its own.
No, I'm out on ginger ale. I'll just drink the liquor straight.
No,
I don't
like
think you
ginger
can
ale.
ever say you've drank Malibu until you are hammered eating pineapple chunks out of a can with
In
Malibu
Mexico?
in it.
Ooh,
No.
That sounds.
Nope.
That's
Never
what
done it.
ruined
Did you let
Malibu.
it sit for a little
Nope,
bit?
That's
And, like
what
soak in the
ruined-
Malibu into the
Nope.
pineapple chunks.
No,
and
sir.
then, oh,
It was
He
that
just
sounds
drank
delicious.
it straight up.
Yep.
So I had
Chris.
I have an ex-girlfriend. Hold on, sorry, Trace. Who
Oh,
like
you're good. I was.
she liked to mix Malibu with pineapple
Who'd
juice,
you
and it took
call?
me forever to figure out.
Brennan's on
uh,
the phone right now.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? It took me forever to figure out
that
because like
Eric?
I dated her
No,
briefly
he's
for like
on the
4
phone
months.
right now
So
with his
he-
girlfriend who called him because he started playing Friday
Friday
the
the
13th
13th.
theme song over his Alexa at home, and I assume scared the fuck out of her or
Oh shit!
She called right away.
immediately.
Was
You're
like,
not funny.
Hey, ask her where the third scoop is. She's the one who likes it.
What the fuck are we
Wait,
talking
what?
about?
She has a tattoo
Yeah,
that is 1 and 3.
yeah,
So where's the second scoop technically?
of ice
And
cream.
the third scoop
Yeah.
technically.
Or is it just 13?
Well,
It's what's been.
it's for Friday the 13th.
I got you.
But I gave her so much shit that now when I see her, I'm like, so where's your second scoop?
Anyway, it was like 5 years after I broke up with this girl that I realized it was Malibu and pineapple juice. The end.
You say 5 years?
Yeah, because I knew that she drank Malibu with something, but I could never remember what the fuck it was. And then I had Malibu and pineapple juice. And I
Peach
was like,
Sprite.
This is fucking it. This is it. It's a fucking great drink.
My eyes are watering.
Because you're dying over there.
Do we start a timer?
You know we
Nope.
did
Start a
not.
timer now. 30 minutes.
Okay.
That's not good. You got to hold out for fucking
All right, Devin
pizza box.
Kester, chill out over there.
You gotta hold out for this dick.
Hit us with your topic. Your
All right, so I was thinking about this
Tekashi.
the other day. Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? He's going through all his shit, legal shit.
Being a
because
giant
he
snitch, yes.
decided to be a snitch and be a dumbass. If he was a part of a real gang, quote unquote, and my quote unquote is a mafia, so it's part of La Cosa Nostra. If it's
Trey Nine Bloods.
Any of those words, I didn't get. They're
What
part
is
of
La
the
Cosa
controversies.
I got it. I
Cosa
understood.
Nostra,
Okay, I didn't catch
The
a
mafia.
part of that.
Gambino's the
I mean, La Cosa Nostra would be the Mexican mafia, but
no
no,
Isn't that
Costa
in
Nostra?
Spanish?
that's
Costa
in,
Nostra.
that's Spanish.
It sounds
is
like you're
not?
saying close to no show.
Pretty much.
Well, and then he kind of mumbled them all together too. So
I had no fucking
Nostra.
clue what he said.
Yeah. So what is that?
It's
OSHA?
the 5 families that made up the biggest mafia families in America.
Close to
so
OSHA.
you have like your Gambinos, you have
Sure.
your
The Corleones.
the Corleones, you have the
That wasn't a word.
fuck is the Lucianos.
spaghetti.
You have a
Nope,
bunch
that's
up there.
racist.
The
Spaghetti.
lasagnas.
No,
Lasagnas, the
Ew.
fettuccine.
Capricotis.
Ratatouille, the boss.
You're forgetting the Fratellis.
Ooh, yeah.
Don't forget
From the Goonies.
the
Luca
fettuccinis
Brazzi.
too. They're in
The
there.
fettuccines
No.
and the Alfredos.
And
The
the
Chef
Alfredo.
Boyardays. Also, they're
No,
in there somewhere.
You'll be
he's-
sleeping
he's
with the
just
fishes.
the
He's a
chef
bitch.
for all of them.
No, the
When you
Oh,
fuck
okay.
up one word and it causes so much.
See, He's
There
the
was
Don.
definitely more than one word,
the
but
Don.
No,
okay.
it wasn't. You heard.
Chef Boyardee runs
Who?
the mafia.
Boyardee?
Gambino,
Boyardee is how
Okay.
it's pronounced.
Well,
in
that
the,
reminds
in the
me-
old world.
Costello.
When
With his classic pasta dishes,
Right,
yes.
when
That fit
fa-
in a can.
when
Canned
Family Guy
beef
does the
ravioli.
Sylvester Stallone.
Overarching
it's-
theme
all
of this
the-
podcast, semantics.
Yeah, right. We like to argue that a lot here. It's like half our content.
It's fun.
Anyways, what you were saying.
Tekashi.
Tekashi. What
Yeah,
about
Tekashi
him?
6ix9ine.
Go on.
Giant snitch. Big
No,
rat.
I
Big
can't
douche.
Speak. If he was
Enunciate.
really a part of a
We know you can.
gang / mafia,
Gang.
wouldn't you think that
Quote,
if they
unquote.
were a part of the real mafia, like the Italian Sicilian
But he's not.
mafia, well, right, but they're a gang, right? So they follow the same concept as their predecessors,
Yeah.
the mafia. He'd be dead.
For
There's
snitching.
no
For
yes,
snitching.
absolutely.
Probably.
There is no way that you can tell me that, oh, you know what? I run a fucking crime syndicate. Let's have this fucker sit on the stand and get everybody fucking arrested.
Here's the problem,
But
though.
at the same
No
time,
fucking
is that
way.
he's
if his credibility is worthless,
No way.
then even if he's telling
Well,
the truth, nobody was going to know
well,
or
right.
believe him.
I
But
think
there-
that's
So
what
there
it
is a
That's-
certain level
that's also
of
my
strategy
point, though.
to
That's
letting him
also
do
my
that.
point, though, is like, so you sit there and they're sitting there, right? They're like, oh, who's he going to say? Oh, he said this guy? Cool. More media attention.
but at the same time,
Awesome.
they're not like he's not going to court and then they're throwing him back in Gen Pop. He's
Well,
probably in
right.
protective service.
But
or
even then,
custody.
they killed
No,
Whitey
I saw
Bulger.
something, and now that
Like,
his,
what?
I think his
I mean, if
testimony
Epstein
part
can
is
get killed
over,
or can
and
commit
I'm pretty
suicide,
sure there was
quote,
talks about
unquote.
some sort of witness protection.
yeah,
but
which
then
is funny because how are you going to hide a
But-
rainbow-haired,
they
face tatted
change
dude?
there was
Just
something
fucking
about
shit.
they were not
Balaclava.
going to cover the tattoo removal because of the gigantic
Oh, yeah,
fucking
on his fucking
69
face, his
on his
69.
face.
But it's his face alone. Like,
You
people
can't,
don't
yeah, you
look
can't
like him.
unrecognize him.
You
Well,
know what I mean?
But then I was reading, and they said, there are places where if he just,
Dude, there's
cleans
he's gonna have to go
himself up, that
far.
he could go
Yeah.
and people wouldn't recognize him. So I'm curious to see how it all.
But
comes
with
out.
all his
But
snitching,
back
though,
to the being dead part.
That, that's my thing. Like,
I mean,
if
I-
he was
I-
really
I
a
would
part
say
of
I
the
agree
mafia
because
or
there
a
was like that
gang,
Epstein guy.
They wouldn't want
Yeah.
that shit. They
He was-
killed him.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
They
mean,
saying.
killed
yeah.
him.
And that
So-
wasn't even like gang related technically.
No, it
That's
was
just Illuminati
fucking
1%
shit.
Illuminati.
Illuminati. That's the Illuminati 1% of shit there you got there, some bitch.
Oh,
Just
fuck.
a
Well,
bunch
what
of
I-
llamas
what I
controlling
was-
the world.
hearing
Illuminati.
about
Illuminati.
his snitching. If you think about it, the people he's snitching on were the same guys that kidnapped him, which were his gang member and his bros and his whatever. They kidnapped him, beat his ass, and then they were gonna kill him. So honestly, I mean, his snitching's like he's turning in the dudes that were gonna fucking kill
Yeah,
him.
but okay, if you were a part of this gang.
Oh
you're
fuck! If I was
not-
part of the gang, I was getting snitched on.
you're-
Yeah, it's like, oh, he's snitching. But
fuck
from
you,
his
you'd kill him.
perspective,
Yeah, but
they were
even if
gonna
you got
kill him.
caught, you're gonna get killed anyway.
who?
So you're gonna snitch on somebody even if you got arrested. If they kidnapped him and were gonna kill him, why didn't they kill him?
No, they kidnapped him and beat him up, and then after
Right.
that, they were planning on killing him
So why
after they
didn't
released
fucking
him.
kill him?
I don't know. I don't know what the fucking their plan was.
Maybe it's
That's
a
my
stunt.
point.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, well, the cops got him now. Who cares?
You're not in the 9 trade.
No, who cares?
Yeah.
Now we're all fucked.
I have enjoyed all the memes that have come out of it.
Oh
though.
yeah,
Oh,
those
yeah,
are
absolutely.
golden.
The best one
Yeah.
is
Those
when
are
he's sitting in the
golden.
desk from like high school and he's like, "You didn't give out homework yet,
It's fucking
motherfucker."
Did you see the
asshole.
Council Bluffs ones? You
no.
heard of Edward Scissorhands?
Yeah.
Have you heard of Council Bluffs? And it's a picture of their sculpture thing with all like the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
like cut metal, whatever. Yeah, that one. And then I saw one of Bill Cosby giving him a back rub. and then
It
like
said,
in the
I'm gonna
bath,
tell.
and it said, "You ain't told him about me yet, have you?" And it says like, "No."
Oh my god, that's awful.
Pudding pops.
Putting pops in the freezer.
I don't know if we can hear any of this.
Yeah, we are.
All right, well,
Who's
okay.
gonna hear it? 6 people.
Takashi.
We love all 6 of
And then he's
you.
gonna rat all of us out.
6 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, I have at least
7
2 people who sometimes listen to it that aren't part of this group.
Well, we appreciate you.
I know at least 2 as well.
Give us money.
Give us money. Please help us
Help us.
keep Libsyn up and running.
Hey, we need money for Bush Light, but don't check our past tweets.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
I've got about
I'd be
3,500 of them.
fucking
I don't want to
jail.
go
My
through
Twitter's
them.
on private.
It's probably for the best.
I wasn't worried about my Twitter, but I
can
thought
you
it.
check retweets. Do retweets count against you?
Yeah, because it
Fuck
shows
yeah,
up
they
on
do.
your page.
But I mean, like,
You
I didn't
no,
say
a-
it.
a
Can I
I
say
just
the
gave it to a
Mafia
broader
families?
audience.
'Cause I got them.
A
I bet-
retweet counts because
I
it
honest-
shows
I
like
bet
what kind of content you're interested
Because
in.
even
What about a
people-
quote tweet?
People
tweet,
get
though?
shit on Instagram for even liking pictures.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which
And
is
I mean, you can pull up
absolute
Twitter likes too.
bullshit.
If you go through my likes, I'm sure you'll find like
I'm
a
yeah.
wide
gonna,
range
no,
of content.
I'm gonna get a little political here.
Half of my likes are like
Not
thirst
too
traps,
much,
and the other
not
half
too
are like
much.
political things.
Not
Big
too much.
surprise, Trace.
Not too
Let's-
much.
Trace, let's
I
go.
will
Hold on.
say-
Hold on.
I'm a Trump supporter.
Hold on.
Fuck you all.
Give
I'm
me
Trump
like a
supporter.
second of silence, so if I have to cut the whole segment, I can.
No, that's all I was gonna say.
All right.
I'm a Trump supporter.
All right, fine.
Fuck y'all. If you don't like it, it's not my problem.
Fine, that's fine.
You
Fuck
like who
Trump.
you like. I like who I like. It's done.
Fuck Trump.
There you go. It's your opinion. I don't give a
That's
fuck.
right.
Don't give a fuck.
Neither do I.
Much like everything else in
Don't
this
care.
world, everything is nuanced, and context is important, which I've said on this podcast many times. And I actually didn't come into this podcast with this as a topic, but I thought about it earlier today, is that cancel culture completely ignores any context, which is the
Yeah.
worst part about cancel culture.
Well, yeah.
Cancel culture is they dug up a
Cancel
dude
culture.
who was 16. They dug up a tweet he made 8 years ago. And they're like, well, obviously he's a horrible piece of shit person.
And it was
Right.
more
Even though
likely
he
a
just
quote,
finished
too.
raising $1 million to
For
help kids that were matched by 2 different companies.
Yep.
Anheuser-Busch and I think Venmo or some other
Yeah,
fucking
Venmo
companies
was in
it.
matched it.
Yep.
So he raised $3 million for whatever. I don't even know
And it
what his
wasn't
cause was.
Children's
And it wasn't even his
cancer.
word.
Children's
cancer.
Hospital.
Yeah.
It was the Children's Hospital in Iowa.
So like,
But did anyone see his tweet? I looked everywhere and couldn't find it because he deleted it and no one published
well,
it.
yeah. Of
So
course he would.
they came up. I read this article twice. The second time the first time they're like, oh, we don't know exactly what it is. It wasn't released.
It was
the second
from
time
Tosh.0
was
with him and his
it was a
buddies.
reference to Tosh.0.
It was a
So
joke that he
it
made.
wasn't even his words
Liar.
that he tweeted. He just quoted a show doing it, and
And
then
of course,
someone
a fucking 16-year-old is
still
going to
doing
say
this
shit like
someone
that.
dug it up, information up, and Anheuser-Busch was sponsoring Tosh.0 at the same time that they
Yep, I did see
aired that episode where
did
those
see that.
quotes
So then
came
what's
from.
the issue? Like
It's
you're
the
sponsoring-
now.
It's
all-
They're living
it's-
in the
It's
the
all
now.
virtue
It's what you
signaling
can
and it's
see now.
all
You
cancel culture.
think
It's what
someone
the
took
the
visibility.
most
something-
people that drink Anheuser-Busch don't give a fuck.
Well, it's not even so much that. That's kind of missing the point. The issue is like you got to look at context, and that's why
Probably
the
why
mayor
we're not
or the
sponsored
governor,
by
the
them.
mayor of Des Moines or the governor of Iowa, whoever the fuck gave the kid a key to the city.
Yeah, he did.
Good on him for ignoring not ignoring the context, for seeing the whole context and being like, okay, well, whatever. Like, how many of you can say if you're the exact same person as you were 8 years ago? I'm going to change that. It's not going to be a question. It's going to be a statement. If you're the exact same person you were 8 years ago, fucking grow up.
Something wrong with you.
Okay. To
You
go with
can-
you,
You
Well,
are a
absolutely
robot.
should have grown as a person since
You
then.
are
I've
a
grown as a
robot.
person, but I've stayed as, I guess.
It's fine to have your principles, but like
fundamentals,
you need to grow as a person, be able to expand your perspective, and be able to
Yes,
understand
yes,
other
yes.
people's.
I would relate that
like-
to people that go to prison for a murder when they're 16 years old.
Yeah, but
And when they're in prison for life
They're-
and you see them later and they are completely normal human beings
Yeah.
and they realize that they fucked up or
Yeah.
made a mistake, they're normal people.
they
have
change.
grown
people
completely.
change.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna go off of one tweet,
Context is literally everything.
you don't know what he was doing
Everything.
in that
Yeah.
time. You
Th-
don't know what
that's
they
like-
were talking about. They don't know what there was going on.
That's like if we were having a conversation about dinner last night and he cooked something for dinner and he thought we were talking about his
Right.
dinner. He's going to be pissed off.
Exactly.
no, I didn't have
End of
fucking
story.
pizza, you asshole.
Exactly
Wow.
right.
Who
It's
cares?
about how you take it
Wow.
and what you perceive
Yes,
as
and that's
your
the
own
issue. And I
perspective.
brought it up before, but we've had an issue where people have become so desensitized to violence but sensitized to words.
Bless you.
And so that causes that thing. God damn
Bless
it.
you.
Shut up.
Kick his ass off the podcast.
You're out. You gone.
Fucking Christ.
Go home.
I don't think
There's
that
the
even got picked
door.
up anywhere. I didn't hear it in here.
But that's my thing, is people get so easily annoyed or offended by words rather than actually going to what the context is and what was going on.
Everything
Yeah.
now.
People like to
And
jump to
so
conclusions.
that's
It's like
why
the
people
fucking
are so
scene from Office Space.
desensitized to violence and so sensitized to words. Because you could say something and they get so pissed off that, oh, now you know what's going to fucking happen. No, like, chill out. We're having a fucking conversation. Or I did say something that offended you, but you don't take it to the extreme. You just, you know what,
You
that
just-
offended me.
You hear
I'm
an
upset
opinion
about
and
it,
then
but I'm out.
you can
I'm
have
not
your own
gonna-
thought,
I'm
but you
done
don't need to
talking to
voice
you.
your own opinion.
I don't need to talk to you. I'm good.
Nowadays, anything can be taken the wrong way, which is
Right.
bullshit. We had that whole stage in our culture where people would pour water on the floor and pretend to slip and sue a fucking company
Right.
because they wanted to get
Let's
water.
get back to
Right.
those days. Damn.
Yeah,
That's-
goddamn.
Now we're
you
out
know
here
what
all
I mean?
trying to
Words.
kill each other. Let's go
I'm
for the
out on
companies.
words
Let's go for
bullshit.
Walmart.
Honestly, though, I think if you look at the past and then look at the present, from my perspective, it has gone from like super fucking conservative to like it's lessened, and then like now in today's world, honestly, like anything goes.
I mean, you
But
have
anything
to
doesn't
let
go,
it
There's
go.
clearly.
No, because
They will
because-
come up with some excuse to sue
They-
But
you.
no,
You're
but
out
I'm
of
saying
it
there's
till
so much push.
$100,000.
There's so much push for everyone's. It's kind of like driving. When you drive, you're supposed to drive defensively and watch out for other people.
No, fuck that. I drive
People in Omaha don't do that. They just fucking put
no,
everything out there.
They don't even do that. They just like pretend that nobody else exists on the road.
Regardless
is the
of
problem.
but regardless of driving, that's how people are opinion wise nowadays.
Yeah.
They just fucking like with social media, they put everything out there and they don't give a fuck what people have to say or their views.
No,
and
they
just
do,
fucking
because
put it
when
out there to
somebody
put it out
says
there.
something, they get all fucking offended.
But that's when someone says
to
something.
jump to
Yeah,
expand
but
on
most
that.
of the time, if you put something out there, somebody gets offended.
That's when they get resistance.
So
But not
Joel,
everyone has the same opinion.
Joel and
which is
Tracy,
why.
Yeah.
the problem that you run into with that is that you can curate exactly who you follow and who follow you on social media to the point where you put yourself in an echo chamber and you only hear things that you want to hear. And if
Right.
as soon as like another outside opinion comes in,
You say
it seems
"Fuck that."
it
And
seems
that's
so
like-
extreme
Well,
based
then
on what you've like conditioned yourself to in your own little echo chamber that it is like it's not even just offensive, it's just it's literally shocking.
That's
like
exactly
like how could
right.
anybody possibly think that? It's like, well, because you've been insulated in your own little tiny little thought bubble for 2 years on Twitter. Like you've specifically curated
You're
your
like-
content. And that's the good and the bad thing about social media. Social media, if you don't want to hear about fucking politics, just don't
You-
follow
you
people that
turn it
talk
off.
about
well,
politics.
that's the thing. But then once you do hear that, then all your followers or all your people that are with you fucking get pissed off.
That's
And then now they start doing
can
shit
go-
you don't want
you
them
can-
to
that's
do.
a personal
tweets
problem.
on
See,
Twitter,
though.
you can put
On
in words.
Yeah, you can mute.
So
certain
let's
words.
say
You can mute keywords,
not-
you can mute
not,
people.
Again, disclosing, not saying I fucking love Trump, I hate him, whatever. If you don't want to see tweets about Donald Trump, you can go put Trump in, and you will never see
And they'll
another
mute the
tweet
word. Yeah, you'll
with
never
the
see
word
it.
Trump in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is
You're not
is that
unfollowing it.
censorship?
You think that's
Yeah.
technically?
I mean, it's kind of
In
self
your own
censorship.
way.
It
It's,
is self.
it's in your own
it's
way.
self-censorship.
in itself, right? But
think it's good or
that's
bad?
against.
But that's
The
if
law.
that's if Twitter did that though. If Twitter said, "Oh,
well,
no Trump,"
Right. If Twitter
if you do it
said,
yourself,
hey,
then it's just
can't
do
you
that
just
shit.
don't
You
wanna
absolutely
see it.
But
should.
you
That is the
have-
fine line.
you have the choice.
To
You
not
should
see it.
absolutely have
We're
the
the bigger
ability
company,
to choose
but
or not
you have
choose.
the
The
choice
company
to
is
do
giving
it.
you the choice to do it.
But the problem with that is that it ultimately boils down to personal responsibility.
I was going to say
No,
that
absolutely.
I think that is for people that they themselves, and I'm speaking for myself. If I see something I don't agree with, I'll either say
Stand up.
in my head I say that's bullshit or whatever. I
Or
personally
don't give a fuck.
I personally
I
don't
say
Twitter's not
verbalize.
Twitter's
I
not the
do.
platform for Randy's to
don't-
argue.
I don't go to
that's
Twitter,
not where-
Instagram,
Oh, no.
Facebook to put anything out there. Like, I think it's hilarious that a celebrity will post a picture and like there will be 30,000 comments of people verbalizing
Oh
all
my
their
God,
shit
oh
that
my God, I
no
love
one
you.
ever sees.
Right.
And it's like,
Well, it's not that
you
no one
really
ever sees
have to
it's
chime.
no one ever sees it. B, nobody fucking asked you.
Like, why
Like-
do you like?
Like if Chrissy Teigen posts a picture of like her in her fucking like red carpet dress or whatever, and people are like Donald Trump, like I don't understand. Like I mean I
Like,
get
that
it. Like,
red is
yeah,
bullshit. You
Some
look
people are doing some fucked up shit in this world, but this place, what you're commenting on right now is not
Oops.
What'd you do?
Who cares?
where you should be doing that.
Like my
Which
personal
one did you
preference.
hit?
I don't know.
is-
Some people would say that like
Which one did you hit?
I
'Cause
don't
it-
I
know.
was just showing you that I found her. Yeah,
It's-
asshole.
it's
I don't
always
know
like
which one I hit. You
it's
can
the
figure
thing with
that out.
Kaepernick,
No, I
right?
can't.
People were
Yeah.
like,
I hit the
"Oh
heart.
well, you can. It's fine being an activist, but this is not the platform for
Like,
it." And it's like,
so-
well, if that's not the platform, then what the fucking
That's
is that?
fine.
Right, but I know how I feel, and I don't feel like putting that
What
out there
was that?
does anything for
Anyway.
anyone other than yourself.
Tinder.
No, absolutely
Like
not.
I
Yeah.
understand needing
Don't
to vent.
fucking hand me your phone that has a heart on. That's
If you're gonna
Instagram's
have
bullshit.
conversations
That's why I was
like
showing
this,
you
don't
a
talk into your fucking mic.
picture.
I understand like getting it off your chest, but I think when you recurrently do it over and over and just like it's just verbal vomit and it's just
Don't blame
unnecessary
me.
bullshit.
Hey,
Yeah.
who knows?
I'd
next
rather
thing
live
you know,
my
you be
life
going
off
on a
of
date with
social
her.
media,
I
but
don't
I
know.
keep social media to stay current. That is the reason why I have social media.
And that's probably a good reason why your account
That's
is
the-
private.
Only reason. Yes, I'd rather see than be heard.
And then you've got like Cassidy sometimes. Like I'll sometimes.
Whoa,
get,
whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
no!
whoa,
Who dat?
whoa,
Who
whoa.
dat?
Who
Oh,
dat? Who
shit.
dat?
Who dat?
Oh shit!
Who that
She
say
sounds
gonna
like she's
beat
on
them
Twitter all the
Patriots? Who
time.
that?
She is literally. The,
Colores!
From up north, standing at about 5 foot, 50 pounds. Custody!
5 foot 50 pounds.
And through the Twitter wire, standing at about 50,000 pounds. Dark skin. Ready to fight.
so, you guys are making a big deal of
Trayvon!
me saying her fucking name, but she's literally the only one of our significant others that's ever been on the podcast.
That's a fair point. That is
I did
a
not
fair
know that.
point.
What?
Because I called her.
She,
Matt,
yeah,
you
Oh,
listening?
no.
You gonna
but she has
talk
been
or
on the
no?
podcast early.
About what?
She got
I
in
mean,
on
I
the
just
ground
want your
I have
floor.
opinion.
nothing to put in
things.
on this.
When are we getting
topic,
Boba
so-
Mike?
Yeah, we gotta get him a mic.
All right, we're not talking about fighting on Twitter. Cool.
It's Cardi Boba.
Yeah.
Party Boba.
All right, well,
Um,
we got to get close to 30 minutes.
I feel
We
like
have to be close.
We got
What?
we got off the
11
rails
left.
a little bit.
We got 11 minutes, boys.
Yeah, he's fucking on point.
Yeah, Joel set a timer because he didn't trust Trace.
No, I got my watch. 9:35.
Oh, okay.
We started at 05. We got 11 minutes.
All right.
On fucking point.
So we got 10 minutes to talk about things that aren't political.
Oh,
Hopefully,
Aren't political. Perfect.
This has been a pretty heavy.
this has been very polarizing.
pretty.
Because my issue is that I can
No, we're
see
good.
both sides of most
We're good.
arguments, so it's like it's
We're
hard
good.
for me to take a side in that sense.
That's
and that's
why-
why context is fucking important.
I think.
Uh-oh,
I
we're
think
getting
that.
That's
a
why-
lot of
that's
people-
why-
back into it.
drawn back in.
I
Right
think
back
a lot of
into it.
people don't realize
That's why listen
context, like
versus
you
talk.
said, Chris.
Hmm?
But Brendan, hey, how's it going over there?
I'm bringing this back in.
Brendan's trying to reel us back
Fishing
in.
us back in.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
on back now.
hey, time
I'm
out.
on back now.
Time out.
Let's
TV
talk about vines.
TV timeout.
Joseph?
TV timeout.
I have
Joseph.
Jess.
Joseph.
Does that? I do like
Joseph?
your shirt, dude. I used to go that all the time.
What?
St. Stan's Festival.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Turn up.
It's fucking lit.
Yeah, dude.
Pierogies,
Uh,
kolaches,
All the time, dude. Winning groceries.
Kolaches?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fucking kolaches.
Fucking everything, dude. Pickles.
Kolaches? I'm
Meat
in.
wheel.
Pickles.
Meat
Matt,
wheel.
you like
Dude,
kolaches?
meat wheel.
Yeah, kolaches are delicious.
Have you been
Like,
to the kolache
what's a
factory on
kolache?
Maple?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
It's like a pastry. It's like a. It has
It's
like
like
One
meat
of my
shit in it.
friends
Like it's-
wanted to
Everyone
open
like
yell
a,
at me what it is.
and of course he
It's
brought
a
it to
breakfast
my
runza.
attention.
It's almost like a.
So I'm not
Danish.
running your fucking bullshit kolache factory. Get out of here.
They're fucking delicious.
yeah, it's a pastry.
Like bacon scrambled eggs. all
Yep.
wrapped
It's
into a little
yeah,
bun.
and then like a runza, but with bacon and scrambled.
Where the
eggs.
fuck do you think Runzas came from?
Runza.
Runza?
You
No, literally,
idiot.
they were like,
Kolaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they
No.
were.
No.
It's a kolache
No!
with like German influences.
Yeah.
No. Runza's from Runza. Runza's the greatest.
Freddy's.
You know how I know you're from Nebraska?
They
I'm
come
not.
from Freddy's.
Oh fuck you, that's right. You're
Freddy's
not.
hamburgers. Where? McDonald's.
Wait, how long have you lived here,
They stole them.
Brendan?
They
I've lived
did
here all my
steal
life.
'em.
Except for I think I came here when I was
Wait,
3 or 4.
outer space.
I moved to Iowa and then I moved here.
McDonald's cheeseburgers are sent from outer space to the U.S.
With cocaine in them.
and no
What
one else
the
knows the other ingredients.
They're so addictive. Why is everybody fat?
I ate 2
Because
of them
we're
on the
fat.
way here.
No, you're not fat.
'Cause
You're
it's-
not fat. You're not fat.
'cause it's
you're
fucking
not fat.
easy.
Fatter
I'm
than
fat.
where I
Joel's not
started.
fat. Fuck, no, you're not.
I'm
What-
not.
I don't know. What'd you
What did I
when
weigh
you
in high
started?
school?
Fuck, I don't know. What'd
Were
weigh
you
in
were
like
you
high
fat in
100
high school?
pounds away.
Oh, no,
What?
you were skinny high.
I was
Why
small
was
as
I
shit.
bigger?
I was small
Probably
as
more
shit.
muscle.
You look fine
Let's
now.
get it.
Calm
All right,
down.
come on.
You're fine.
I mean, I'm not saying, oh, I'm fat.
I
got
weighed
the problem, but
220 fucking pounds.
Hey,
in
hold
high
on.
school.
Well, you were fat. Let's just.
I was thick.
Be
You're
a
a
boy,
fat
you be
ass.
a boy.
Let's get it
I
over
was
with.
thick
Big
with
boy.
2 C's.
No, make it 3.
Thick.
I apparently so
Hold
I
on.
sent a picture of me wrangling.
Brendan's fine now, but he's got the little peen.
So I sent a
What the
picture.
fuck?
I thought it was skinny, just not little.
He got
This
well, I
skinny-
couldn't
Little
get the fucking little peen
He's
out.
skinny
Hold on.
penis. He's
Let me
got
get
an
it.
18-inch
There we
penis,
go.
but it's
Trace keeps
this
looking at
big
my
around.
There it is. The little peen.
So I sent a picture of me wrangling robot cock to the group chat.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck? Oh, yeah.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
I remember that.
So that's not actually what it is.
Jesus
Where'd
Christ.
you send that to?
I sent it to the group chat.
Oh, wow.
No, you did
Wrangling
not.
I
You did not
absolutely
get it.
did.
Cock.
I
So
know,
it's
look.
not robot cock. It's flexible, like insulated
Robot cock.
tubing, or not even tubing, ductwork for like if you were to like,
What
for
fucking
example,
thing did you send it
needed to.
When did you send
It
it?
was a few weeks ago because we talked
A few
about it on the
weeks
podcast.
ago?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
fuck.
no. Sorry, I tweeted it.
You tweeted it?
Yeah,
was gonna
it's
say.
a tweet. Yeah, I remember for sure it was a tweet. I didn't send it separately. So hold on, we're talking about your comments on my picture that I tweeted. So I tweeted this picture of me wrangling robot cock, and yeah, nobody
Let me
fucking
see it.
remembers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was handling insulated fucking tubing, right? Hold on, you got to expand it. Oh, I swiped somehow. I didn't mean to do that. Is that what Trace did earlier?
Oh man, Chris's
What?
most recent likes. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, canceled immediately.
Oh no, you're fine with that one. You're all good.
Yeah. So, is it? Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. So
This one.
yeah. So the first thing Joel sends to fucking comments about my thick ass booty. Apparently I got a
Here,
thick
hold
butt.
on.
Got a
When was
wagon.
this picture
Par-
taken?
3 years ago.
Oh Jesus! I was
Yeah.
like, hair.
Yeah.
Do you switch hairdos halfway through the
I
day?
get really fucking lazy
That's
sometimes.
zoomed in on his booty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So apparently I'm thick with like 3 C's when it comes to
Oh.
my butt.
Thick Chris. Now you're Chrysler Chris
Yeah.
and Cyborg Chris.
So, so yeah, my mom always gave me shit like when I was growing up. 'Cause she's like, "Oh, you need a belt because your pants always fall on because you have no butt." Well, apparently she was fucking wrong. Apparently I got the booty, and I need a belt to keep it up
Mama said
over
I
my
ain't got
fucking
no
ass.
butt. Hey.
Yeah. Joel, what do you want to talk about? We got like 5 minutes.
Matt, can I rope you in real quick?
Sure.
Okay, so before I took a piss, we went on a tangent.
Hold on, before you start, Joel, you said this was going to be a quiet week from you, but continue.
Yeah, we're on.
We lie.
McDonald's cheeseburgers, Matthew.
Okay.
They're from aliens.
Okay, so let's think about fast food burgers being super thin.
They're from
I understand that's
Spy
more
Kids.
than likely for the quickness of cooking, right? As you
Yes.
cook in a kitchen.
Yeah.
Do you think there would ever be the possibility of a restaurant that cooked a thicker patty that was also a fast food restaurant? If you think about it locally, Culver's, Freddy's, McDonald's,
As I
Burger
say,
King,
is that not
all
literally what
has-
Freddy's is?
all has
Steak
legit
burgers?
like a paper thin burger.
Freddy's has the steak burgers. They've got
Yeah,
like
and they're
the-
this big.
oh, okay, fine.
They're like Culver's. They're
Just
like
like
paper
Culver's.
thin. There is nothing unless you get like a quarter pounder or something that's a thicker patty or piece of meat. Fast food wise,
Runs up.
that has
Runza's
thick.
got pretty thick.
They're
Runza's are
thick.
big.
Yeah,
burgers.
they're
Runza does
pretty good.
locally,
Yeah,
but that's not nationwide.
Well, yeah.
that's about
Uh,
it. Runza.
What
I
about
think.
Jack in the
'Cause
Box?
Runza's
Is that
not
thin?
nationwide.
That's
Never
not
had
local.
Jack in the
What
Box.
about
Never
quarter
had it.
pounders?
Kansas City.
Sonic? Sonic,
quarter
is that thin?
pounders.
Nah, there's
There's
normal
a
Sonic
pretty
is
They're
thin.
not
normal
bad.
size, but are they local?
Well, what was
No,
it?
they're
Arby's?
national.
Who was it
They're
that did the
national.
third pounders for a while, but then they stopped because nobody was buying them because Americans
Was
are
it
fucking
Hardee's?
stupid. It might have been Hardee's.
Hardee's always
It
does
was
some
Hardee's.
I think
Yeah.
Hardee's has some big
Hardee's
burgers.
experiments with their shit like a lot. I think.
Somebody had a third pound burger and
You
they
might
stopped
as
selling
well.
it because people were like,
Hardee's.
"This is less than a fourth pound because 3 is less than 4." It's like, no, you
But
don't know
what's
how
the, what's
numbers
the
are.
difference between Hardee's and Carl's Jr.?
There
They're
is
the
one.
same
They're
thing.
the
Nothing.
same company. They're literally the same.
company.
But why would they be two
Has
separate
anyone ever
identities?
ordered off the
Make
secret
more money.
menu at In-N-Out?
I've never been to an In-N-Out.
Yeah,
I
Yes.
had
Ever.
never been to an In-N-Out.
In-N-Out
I-
is south.
When
right?
was I supposed to have been to
It's
an
West.
the
In-N-Out?
west.
What's
I
south? What's the south
southwestern.
one?
Southwestern.
South is
If you go
Whataburger.
straight
Whataburger.
south,
I had
it's
Whataburger at
Whataburger.
I
I've
had
had
never been to an
airport.
In-N-Out. I went to Vegas this last May.
and they had
and
it.
my buddy
You got
from
it.
California.
And did you get the spread?
I did not.
Dude, the spread is the secret
I got
sauce, and
pretty
it
the
is
fucking
4x4.
What the
The
fuck is
4x4. It is not on their menu. It is
It's a
4
Jeep.
patties, 4 pieces of cheese. You can get it animal style with like, it's like
where at In and Out.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
like
That's what David
sauteed
Dobrik
onions
eats all the
all
time.
nice or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's animal style. Secret menu. If you go to In-N-Out, there's only like 3 things you have to.
You need
order
to
off
get
the secret
spread.
Yeah,
menu.
and shakes
And
and
it's
fries.
Packed
That's all,
all
they
the fucking time.
The spread.
All the time.
How are Five
spread?
Guys
It's their
burgers?
like secret
Five
sauce.
Guys
is
Comes
really
in a
good.
packet that you
fucking
can just.
huge.
I've never been to Five Guys.
Five
They're
Guys
big.
is
Guys is
so
really
good.
good.
All their
Food
burgers are
Express,
doubles naturally.
Five
I
Guys
didn't
is
know
not
that.
a local thing either. It's a national thing.
Yeah, that's a national
Yeah.
chain.
Yeah.
I haven't had Five Guys in a long time. I'm
It's
gonna have
so
one.
expensive. So expensive.
I mean, you spend
worth
what,
it.
Stop it.
You get it like food wise.
$10
It'd be weird
for
to do the
a burger and
podcast
a
in the
Dude,
giant ass
fuck
bag
yeah.
of
We've
fries.
done it
Have-
before.
oh
It's a
my
regular thing.
God.
Oh, hold on. Did you hear Joe?
Turn the lights off.
What
Did
do
you
you
hear
say?
Joe? He goes, "It'd be weird to do a podcast in the dark." I'm like, "Oh, boy.
weird.
We have
Well,
done it."
Welcome
Speaking
to
of-
the podcast
So-
in the dark, Joe. You got to listen to
It's-
that episode. It is the
Blackout
podcast.
podcast.
Which
and
one?
then the Blackout podcast, the real Blackout podcast is where we're all fucked up.
Usually,
But the
we'll turn
Blackout
that light off over there,
podcast-
and then if you have headphones on, it's a
Yeah.
weird experience.
It's
'Cause
a
you're
weird,
just
like,
you feel like
it's
you're
very-
just talking to each other.
It's
like,
very
over the phone.
introspective, and you need headphones for the Blackout
That
podcast.
would be amazing.
Yeah.
It's
I have
I can
headphones.
imagine
I have
that.
extra.
it's pretty cool.
No, it's fucking nuts.
We'll save it. We'll save it for a full
Next
a
week.
full
Yeah,
spread.
next week.
Full one.
Next
we
week.
should do a
Full
full one.
spread.
It's a good time.
I don't remember.
Like,
It was the Blackout podcast. I think it was the episode right before the Clean podcast.
that
No,
started.
the Blackout podcast, and then it was the
Remember,
real Blackout.
Blackout
podcast.
that's where we were talking about aliens and
Yep.
ghost
I was
experiences.
scared.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
He
was
kept trying to
fucking-
turn the lights
I'm
on.
like, can I turn on lights on? And they're like, no. I'm like, fine.
No.
It's
It's a
that
very
started.
weird. It's almost like meditative in a
Yeah,
sense, and
no,
it's
I
weird
can-
because
I
like
Because it
It's
feels
awesome.
like
I'm
Joel said,
imagining it, and it would be.
It started
it's a
as
good
a
time.
joke.
Like-
Same with the
Yeah.
Clean podcast. But when we followed through, like it was a good experience.
like
Everyone was
Joel
like, we
said,
like
he
that
goes,
shit.
I actually feel like I'm listening to it rather than being
Yeah.
on it.
Even dimming the
So,
lights.
like,
Episode
'cause,
17,
like, we can
Blackout.
Sit here,
oh yeah.
Join
there we
us
go.
for
And-
Jaeger bombs and spooky stories told in the complete dark. Someone last week had the bright idea to do the next
and dim the
podcast
lights,
in
right?
total darkness. So we did that. It actually was kind of nice. And in Joel's words, it feels like I'm not on a podcast. It feels like I'm just listening to one because I can't see anyone.
And
Episode 18, the real Blackout one.
That's when we're fucked
In
up.
this
We were
episode,
all-
we do a little bit
oh.
more blackout, only this time with less lights and more being turned off, with less lights being turned off and more booze. Enjoy us competing for speaking time while simultaneously being unable to control the volume of our voices since we've been
Oh, yeah.
drinking.
15 seconds.
you listen to, but like times 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Also, by the way,
It was bad.
I feel bad because I've gotten really lazy with titles and descriptions lately. Because that description is
That's a pretty
fantastic.
descriptive.
And
yeah.
the last description I wrote was like,
Episode
we
38,
talked about some
FNG
things.
introduction. This week we welcome Joe to the podcast. It's his second week here, and he's decided to come back, so I guess we're doing something right. Anyway, we rehash some old topics that we need answers for, and then we go play drunk hide and seek.
Oh.
boy.
that actually wasn't
Don't
too bad.
tell everyone
No,
our
that's not-
secrets.
What is,
Yeah.
is that off Spotify?
That
Yes.
is Spotify.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
what I
Oh,
was gonna
well,
say. I
you can find us.
Hey,
How
this is a
convenient.
perfect
Thank you for the
fucking
segue,
day.
Joel.
All right,
Joe,
ladies
Joe,
and gentlemen,
Joe.
thank you for listening.
Wow,
don't give
Shit.
that fucker credit.
Joe,
Sorry, Joe.
you can find us on Libsyn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify,
You didn't say
Google Play,
iTunes.
or iTunes. that is
We
where
should
we
upload
are
the
at.
Can we
Pornhub.
make a
And
Pornhub
thank
channel?
you
Yeah.
for listening. We'll be back next week with a longer cast, and we will have more fun.
Maybe. No guarantees.
No
Yeah,
guarantees.
depends
Goodbye.
How we feel.
All right. Bye.
Good night.